Hi, welcome, and thank you so much for being here. We're going to do a timeless collective reading. Whenever this reading finds you is the right time. Just keep in mind it's a general reading. See what signs, symbols, messages, and energies resonate for you in your particular situation. Hopefully help bring you clarity on whatever you're wondering. It could broaden your perspective, narrow your focus, help you see something with fresh eyes in a new way, in a new light. In the end, always trust yourself that divine inner guidance is inside of you, and try to make balanced decisions between logic and intuition so your decisions are sound and based in love and for the highest, greatest good of everyone. So we're all uplifted in love. Let's begin. We're going to start with the sweet love tea. Let's see what God, Source, Holy Spirit, Christ consciousness, our higher selves, angels, and energies of love have for the highest and greatest good of all. Clarity for the collective, opening messages, love, romance, partnerships, friendships, matters of the heart. Please and thank you. This energy keeps coming through for you guys. It doesn't even matter what deck I pull. This is definitely something that is a vibrational match in the collective that watches this. It's a divine match. It's your mirror soul. It's eternal love. It feels like truth. It's a beautiful union between masculine and feminine energy, but that also means there is a beautiful harmony within the masculine and feminine energy in each individual. It is a soulmate, it's a twin flame, it's following your destiny, and a love that's just meant to be. It's something you signed up for on a soul to soul level, to meet a certain person in your life that is a different dynamic than anybody else you have ever met. It feels like it's been divinely directed into your life. It probably is going to create tremendous inner and outer changes and growth in both of your lives. The lessons that you're learning or the path that you are on is very, very personal between you and someone else, because it's personal soul growth and elevation. So the answers aren't going to really be found out there. It's something that's so deep inside of your soul, it's recognized. It's you looking in someone else's eyes and seeing their soul. It's somebody you've always known, you always know. It's not going anywhere, and it is divinely protected. It is a meant to be situation, and that's how it feels. And sometimes that is undescribable or hard to put into words. It is a soulmate, it's a twin flame, and I'm getting, if this is not an energy in your life or someone that you're not going to question it at all. You're probably not going to understand it very much. It's probably going to confuse you and this other person all of the time on how deep something is, or maybe a lot of confusion in the beginning because there's just something that's not the same as anything else. I don't even think you can explain it to anybody else. Maybe just that person. But maybe that comes later. And for some of you, if that's not someone you've met, this energy definitely is coming through for whoever watches this channel, because I do feel like you're on the path where you are doing huge self and spiritual growth on who you are in your life, on what you are pursuing, also being on the path of your destiny, to be in the right vibration, because that wants to come on in. So maybe you feel it, maybe you know it's out there, but maybe you never thought it was for you. But when you meet a certain person, I think it's undeniable that something was sent by God into your life, that someone was sent by God. But it's also, I don't know, I heard symphony. Like it's like a beautiful symphony of your soul. So it could be that somebody is really different from you, but together you create this most beautiful harmony. But I see that symphony is getting bigger and bigger, becoming deeper and deeper. And a good symphony is not like a, it's not like a nursery rhyme. There's movements and energies and emotions. So I feel like it's going through all of those different chapters and feelings and vibrations. It's even dynamics. And the whole picture is what makes it beautiful. But I don't think it's about something ending. I feel like this is something that is going to, like, you just recognize you're going to get another chance. There's going to be another lifetime where you're going to have even bigger growth. It's just, what lessons are you here right now to put into 3D reality, ground, and make real? I feel like something is coming into your life because it's supposed to be real. It's supposed to be a real partnership, not just out there in the ether. Not just something you feel in your heart and connect in your soul. It's to ground it. All right, guys. All right, let's go. Let's do the divine truth and get a few extra messages for you guys. I hope that whatever I said was helpful. I find that message difficult for me to talk about because I feel like it's super personal for whoever's going through it. And I feel like everybody's story is unique and special. Clarity on divine match, divine union, and helpful advice and wisdom for the collective right now, please and thank you. Fragmentation. Well, I mean, that makes a lot of sense, because if you're matching anyone that deeply, mirroring somebody's energy, it's going to probably bring awareness and self-reflection on all the other facets of you that maybe were tucked away in there, you didn't want to see, they didn't want to see. And you have to sometimes have that energy of totally breaking something down, almost like the power to bring everything out, to know what needs to change, to have a solid foundation to work on. It's also, if you recognize the beautiful facets, the dark, the light, the weird, the ugly, the awesome, the amazing in someone else, and all of that is beautiful, and they see everything about you is beautiful, it also triggers the desire to work on yourself, to want to be better, not just for the other person, but for yourself too. So until we make our shadows conscious, we will still continue to hurt others. So it could be that somebody is doing some shadow work, that they are maybe in the energy of awareness of the facets of them that they wish they could change, but change doesn't come easy for everyone. I see somebody's mind as blossoming. When I see the sunflowers, I think of following opportunity, following that warmth. They follow the sun, and it's a flower, but it's also nutritious. It's also a seed. It's also that potential that you can plant in the ground and can grow tall and strong. So any kind of big divine match and like true spiritual elevation is going to tap into all those different facets of who you are, who that person is, who we are. But until you make a conscious choice to change, you are stuck in repeat patterns. You are stuck in karmic cycles. You are even entering into new situations where it's a similar energy to something from the past, because you never really learned from that past situation. So until you get into a situation and pass that spiritual test, learn that deep lesson, you will repeat a pattern. So let's get another message from the divine truth. I do see either you coming into someone else's life, they coming into yours, vice versa, or together, where there are big internal changes because of this meeting. There is huge growth that is happening because of this energetic dynamic or connection. But I see that growth that starts inside is really starting to reflect changes and direction and decisions and how you see where you're going, or how somebody is seeing the decisions they are making, and if they are going in the right direction for who they are becoming. I hope that made sense. Let's get another message from the Divine Truth, please and thank you. Thankful. Oh, somebody is very thankful that they met you. I'm just getting that you feel like sunshine. I'm thankful to have you in my life for both the small and the large things that you do. I get that you are a blessing. I hear you are a gift. Someone feels like you are a gift in their life, but I think that goes both ways. The energy of thankfulness is the energy of gratitude, and the energy of gratitude is such a high, beautiful vibration. It is gratitude if you get to have a moment with someone or a lifetime. It is gratitude that you get to, I don't know why I see a bubble bath, get to take a bubble bath or feel the wind like on your skin when you're outside in nature. It's like gratitude for the tiniest little moments. They're beautiful to be here, to be alive. It's knowing that every moment we get to have here is a gift. We are not guaranteed time. So every moment you get to have, whether it's with this person or it's with yourself creating changes in your life, or it's with other people that you enjoy being around. It's just being thankful for all of it. It's even being thankful for the weird ass situations that you went through, or the hard things that you went through. Look at all the strength it brought you. Look at all the self-awareness it brought you on what is good for you, what is healthy for you, how valuable you are, what you deserve to have, the kind of love you want to feel. All of that is learning about yourself and who you are, and all of it brings you growth. It's all a beautiful part of your divine you-book. And it's a book and a story no one else has had. No one else has ever walked in the shoes that your soul walks upon or walks in. Let's get another message, please and thankful, or please and thank you, together. How we found each other? I feel like it was definitely either, you guys signed up for it on some, like sometime in this part of your life, after you go through this, we're going to find ourselves and kind of live in these two areas, or, run into each other in a store. And if I miss you that day, we're going to have these other times where we're definitely going to run into each other. Or I'm going to wait till you're in that kind of lesson in your life, and I'm going to show on up there because I'm going to help you learn that lesson, break that mold, get out of that pattern, change that cycle. It's like you kind of know it at a deep level. For some of you, it's meeting somebody at exactly the right time in the right place, and everything just falls into place. And for some of you, it's meeting somebody at a time where it feels like everything else fell out of place, and yet this energy, this dynamic, this person felt right. All of a sudden, everything else doesn't. How we found each other, we are meant to be together forever and ever, for eternity. That's really deep, guys. All right, so let's continue with, I'm not sure what I want to use now. What do I have? Oh, Rose is making cute little little sleeping sounds here. You got yourself all comfy on the yellow pillow? Let's do a crystal angels, just to bring a different message through. Clarity for the collective. What is another message that would be helpful right now? Please and thank you. Rose quartz. Rose quartz is a beautiful energy to have with you to attract and amplify the energy of love. It's a really nice energy to have on. Maybe it's about carrying some rose quartz with you, but this is also the angels now coming through to tell you that you are being protected and blessed and gifted a beautiful love life. It's new or renewed romantic love is here for you. It's meant for you, and it's the right partner. I mean, it's your perfect match here. So, yes, it doesn't really matter which deck I go to. I kind of want to do something with a message, though. I don't know what I have that has a message. This one. Let's do a spirit message for you guys. And then we'll go into a couple of tarot cards and kind of look at the tapestry or movement of energy. What is one spirit message to be helpful and insightful, please and thank you. Every time, let me get my glasses. Teeny tiny letters. You are so much, wow. You are so much closer to a powerful breakthrough than you may realize. You have been praying for things to heal, for new opportunities to appear, for relationships to improve, and these prayers will be answered soon. Sometimes people have to go through something and learn something, or maneuver energies or other dynamics in their life and make changes. Sometimes things have to be divinely orchestrated behind a closed door or outside of where you can see it or touch or feel it right now, so that something is ready and prepared and right and ripe for you when you get there. Sometimes you have to work on where your energy is, where your thoughts are, what you are noticing, and work on yourself so that you are in the right energetic state, so you can be receptive and aware and recognize the right thing when it is there. So let's get some messages from the tarot. Let's start with the Art of Life. This deck is so beautiful. But I'm not sure if I want to stick to one deck. I kind of feel like I want to bounce around a little with the tarot. So let's start with one from the Art of Life. What is an opening tarot energy and message to be helpful on love life, divine partnerships, breakthroughs coming through, divine intervention, the energy of gratitude, together forever in eternity. One message, please and thank you. Wow, that's a big energy. You got the Emperor. That's a masculine energy. I do see that as the divine masculine. The Emperor is so powerful. He or she, but it's a masculine energy, can be whatever he wants. The CEO, run the kingdom, the amazing father, the best friend, the neighbor, the lover, the romantic muse. The Emperor has all of the energies of all of the kings combined and has entered into that energy of divinity. Because when the Emperor is building his kingdom or kingdoms with spiritual energy, there is absolutely no limit to how big it can grow. But it doesn't have to be big. It can be small and simple and easy. But it's the choice of this Emperor, what kind of kingdom he or she wants, how it should be ran. But a real good Emperor is connected to everybody in their kingdom, whether it's just one person or it's a lot. It's somebody who gets off of the throne, comes out of the castle, and mixes and mingles with others to see how things are going. What's working for you? What's not working for you? Is there anything I can do to help that can change? Because he's usually in the position to help. He's a provider, a protector. The Emperor can be, we'll take a little look upside down, because if this is anyone in your life and it is an energy that you are thinking about from someone from your past or anybody coming in and they're upside down, this is still a powerful person, but not a nice energy. People are not in that kingdom or with that person out of true love and feeling that energy of freedom. It's usually out of fear or like because they have to be somehow. It's a tyrant. It's a his way or the highway. He's completely closed to expansive energy or anybody else's way of doing anything. He's really harsh. But upright, the Emperor is really good. I feel like he's a big, beautiful, solid, kind of tough, powerful energy, but kind of a softy underneath. Maybe even to just his divine counterpart or the ones he or she loves. But I get that when he's upright, he's relatable. He's real. He's also aware of how to delegate duties. The Emperor knows he doesn't have to do everything himself. He knows who to hire to help him, who to ask for their expertise or their advice, who may know something better than him, who may have had more experience in a certain area than him, because he wants things to grow and expand and like get better. It's not being so strict and rigid on the structure of that little thing that it's never really true spiritual or growth. It's never prosperity or wealth. He also knows how to hear advice and recognize when something is a golden opportunity or like truth and authenticity with where that advice is coming from and the attention behind it, and when it's just nuggets of shit. And he should take it with a grain of salt. The Emperor is really powerful. It's usually an Aries energy. It's a 4. It is that solid foundation. Usually that Emperor sits with the leg crossed, which makes that 4. That represents stability. First say to yourself, what would you be? And then do what you have to do. Do what you have. That's, I can't read that tiny word. Epictetus. It's really small. I don't think I said that right at all. But it's who you want to become. Maybe it's who you want to become because of who you met, or because of what you went through, or because of the potential or the destiny you feel is out there for you. So rather than thinking about it, take steps to make those changes and make it happen. Whether you're in a feminine energy or a masculine energy, this is coming through to bring you the Emperor energy to step into your personal power. Get back in the driver's seat. Take the power and control to where you can control it, not overly controlling anyone else. Everyone has free will. So let's go to a different tarot deck. I sort of want to go to a weird one. I haven't used this in a little while. This is the Surrealist Tarot. So let's get one Surrealist Tarot message and get a little more clarity on the Emperor. What else would be helpful for the collective to know, please, and thank you. What is this one? Oh, wow. The Emperor might be going back to the drawing board or learning under someone else that has a different skill or trade. The Emperor also could be coming through to give something or someone the proper time and attention it needs to create energy of growth. It's a long-term investment. This is sometimes an apprentice energy. Maybe the Emperor is taking somebody under his or her wing because they recognize potential growth. This might not be the same partnership sort of situation. This could be any area in your life where there's someone who can be a mentor or a teacher, and there's somebody willing to put in a little extra elbow grease in the beginning, maybe even give up, some, like it's either an investment or sometimes a pay cut, because an apprentice doesn't really make anything, but they're gaining the skills. They're gaining something that is going to bring that prosperity back to them in the future. Therefore, it is a good investment of their time and their energy. This is recognizing how often you need to attend something so it can grow. 5 minutes a day, 2 weeks a year, 1 day every other week, whatever it is, it's a continual something in the schedule, or recognizing how much attention you need to gain that skill, to get better at something. It's like, when you do that first pentacle, you're not so good. And then you get a little bit better. Then you get a little faster. Then you get a little more creative. Then you give it a little more detail work. Then you start to paint it your own colors. It doesn't look anything like that first pentacle that you tried. It becomes your own. So sometimes it is learning something under a teacher or something like that, and you have to follow the instructions. You have to kind of do it by the guidelines in the beginning, but then you end up taking that project home, doing it a bunch of times, and all of a sudden it's not even like the same project anymore. It's now your thing that you can actually begin to maybe inspire and teach others. If this is upside down, it's not putting the right energy into something, not giving it proper attention in the 3D world so it can grow. She's in this little like bucket boat, moving through these trees, maybe obstacles, but maybe something that is stable even in an emotional situation. But there are these sunflowers here. There are these opportunities all around you. You also have your sails up on this boat, so you're going with the winds of change as they move. This is a really cool card. You also have a bird coming with you. Do pay attention to the people around you. Birds of a feather flock together. If you're around energies that don't feel right, always kind of dimming your light or changing your vibration, you need to fly your own direction. But it does look like you or someone else is coming through. I don't know, like riding the waves, making the winds change. Finding an easy way through a watery or emotional situation. There's all that water there, even though it's pentacles. But I feel like you're easily going around things that may have been obstacles in the past. You're getting more streamlined with whatever you're putting your energy into, and it gets easier the more you do it. I'm getting that you're getting more creative with something. Maybe somebody really sparks creativity in you. Let's do a different tarot deck. What do I have though? Do I have another one? I have the good old standard Rider Waite. So let's do one from this. Get clarity on the Emperor and the Eight of Pentacles. Please and thank you. Maybe some of you meet somebody at school, or you're going back to school, taking a class. It could also be if you are the energy of the Emperor and you want to become something new. Sometimes you got to learn something you don't know. You have to kind of put your pride aside and go back and like allow some fresh new ideas and energy in. Learn something new about yourself. It's not really taking a step backward if it's heading you towards your true dream and who you want to become. There's another message for the collective, please, and thank you. And it looks, wow, it looks like where you want to become is both the Temperance and the Four of Rods. I really like the Four of Rods. For me, these are the moments you remember. This is the snapshot of the beautiful little pockets of happiness and passion that you had in your life, that when you look back, those are the things you remember. This is the dance under the gazebo. This is sometimes a wedding, a party. It's recognizing that, nothing lasts forever. They put this gazebo up, or these, this like wreath. And there's this moment where the music is playing and the dance is happening. And you're on that step, you're in that beat, you're on that dance move. And then the party's over and you go back to work the next day. Maybe there was a lot of preparation for it, but it's always like this magical moment that you feel like should last for forever, but then it's done. So it's really being in these moments when you get to have them. Upside down, I see it as not accepting the invitation and going to the wedding. Having a true desire that fills the passion of your heart, the creativity of your soul, the expansion of your mind, and fires, like it's fire in your spirit, and then you don't go. Or you want to ask somebody to dance and you never ask them. You want to take a person out, you never make the phone call. You truly want to dance and you don't want somebody to see your two left feet. Upright, this is not giving a crap about what anyone else thinks. It's really being in who you are, what you get to do, and feeling that gratitude towards it. The Four of Rods is beautiful. And if you are clarified with Temperance, whatever is going on here, whatever is going on in your life, in your world, you do have divine inspiration, protection, and guidance. You have a beautiful angel that's always in this card. But this angel is the emergence of the divine masculine, the divine feminine together. It's masculine and feminine balanced. It's as above, so below balanced. You can't all be in spirituality and in an ether, in the ethereal realm, the spiritual realm, and never ground you're here to live, to be in reality, to ground that energy, to create abundance in your world, to manifest beautiful things that you desire, not just keep it up in your mind or let it live in your soul. It's making it real. But you can't be on the 3D world down here and not involve your spirit. Then what you're manifesting and building never feels like your truth. It's also sticking your toe in the water, but being grounded on the earth. And you're merging these energies of spiritual fire and water together. I always see this as the Goldilocks zone, that perfect middle point, that perfect energetic middle, not too hot, not too cold point is not going to be the same with one person as it is with someone else. It could also be different through the different emotions or things that you go through during one day, or different personalities that you handle. I sometimes see this as a professional energy, somebody who has worked very hard to get to the point where something that is very difficult looks like it's a piece of cake. It does not mean that it is. It took a lot to get there. This is the energy of alchemy. It's the energy of art. It's that symphony. It's that painting. It's beautiful. It's where mundane energies are stripped of impurities, where base metal lead is made gold, where something that was heavy, and I'm getting like a blocked energy, becomes such a beautiful energy. When you send that energy of gold out, it doesn't matter how far you stretch it, it loses no energy when it gets to the other side. Upside down, it's just too much in one energy or the other. You know, too much in the masculine and no allowance with the feminine. Too much in the feminine and not stepping into that masculine energy. Too much in your mind and not involving your heart. Too much in your heart and your emotions and not being logical in your mind. It's either too hot or too cold, but never just right. It's 14. It's also a Sagittarius energy. I always see temperance as really strong. You also have, by the way, not only does this angel have this illumination here in this halo, it looks like there's a crown off there in the horizon, sparkling over the obstacle that you can maybe just get around pretty easily, or maybe it's going to take a lot to get over that mountain. But it looks like there is something pretty sparkly here meant for you. You just have to get there or recognize it. I'm getting that your way is going to be illuminated, but you have to get past looking past the things that were getting in your way before. Start to head towards what feels open and sparkly and receptive to you. Let's get one more message. Something that just has like one message on it. This is the Super Attractor. I hope this was a helpful reading for you guys. I'm not sure if any music came through. Usually music comes through. But if I have anything that pops up that sort of makes me feel like it connects to the energy of this reading, I will still put a playlist together for you guys because I love sharing music. There's one more message to be helpful for the collective. Please and thank you. I believe I'm worthy of feeling good. It's all about where your energy is and what you believe you deserve, what you know you should have, and welcoming that in with an open heart and an open mind. And with that, I bid you adieu. I hope this reading was helpful. I love you so much. You are so special. And I feel so blessed to be here with you. Thank you, and I will see you soon. Bye.